clashing. Morning rush, followed by a mid-morning rush, followed by lunch rush. Then a lull that made me long to slump at one of the tables and squeeze my aching feet. But Gio hated to see inactivity, so I propped myself on the counter to polish the cutlery again, surreptitiously easing my toes out of my shoes to flex them. He wouldn't let me wear trainers, said it looked sloppy. If only I could get through the rest of the day, then go home to M for hot chocolate and maybe a bath if there was enough hot water and... Delphine Jones. A woman stood before me, vaguely familiar, about my age, but with the glow of good fortune draped around her like a fur stole. She had the kind of buttery highlights that can't be achieved with a packet dye, skin as shiny as the stainless steel I was holding. Glacé nails clutching a leather purse she definitely didn't buy at a market stall. Staring at her, my mind did a rewind and freeze-framed on her age 16, spraying her hair and rolling up her skirt in the school toilets. Lexi. Fancy seeing you. She put her purse on the counter between us. You work here? That much was obvious, and it seemed stupid to deny it, standing there in an apron holding a tea towel. What was also stupid was that I felt the need to claim I was just passing through on the way to my skyrise corner office overlooking Canary Wharf. Pays the bills. Didn't even manage that entirely. How funny! She raked a hand through ramrod straight hair. I always imagined you doing something a bit more scholarly. And here you are, a coffee maker. Barista, I said. Do you want anything? A decaf latte with soy milk. I kept my back to her, yanking the filters, pretending I couldn't hear over the noise of the radio, Freddie Mercury singing about rage, the flame that burns, secret harmonies. You were always such a swot at school. I thought you'd be running the country by now, but of course you had a baby, didn't you? What a shame. My hands stilled around the hot cup, head bent to inhale the bitter scent of the beans as I pictured my crooked-toothed friend sobbing after Lexi called her Metal Marnie. It seemed the years hadn't mellowed her. Why you dilly-dally about? Lickety-split. Gio's voice roused me and I turned, holding the coffee. Your latte. Sorry about the wait. She smiled, but her eyes were ice chips. What had gone wrong in her life that had made her this way? There were rumours about her dad having a nasty temper. As I pushed the mug towards her, she leaned forwards and lightly circled my wrist in a chummy, confidential grasp. Up close, she smelled of jasmine and something woody. She'd need a lot of perfume to mask the polecat. Do you see Adam at all? I swallowed. No. She gave a sympathetic tut. What a shame. Still, I suppose at least he went on to bigger and better things. The cluster of carpal bones are what make wrists particularly flexible. Em told me that once, after she spent an evening committing them to memory. Not an evening, really. Not even half an hour. When Em sees something, it shoots into her brain and lodges there instantly. I remembered them only because she taught me the mnemonic. Sally left the party to take Kathy home. Scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, haymate. The haymate is hook-shaped, like the mould on the ceiling. Keeping my expression neutral, the bones moved together in perfect formation, strong and supple. Ah! Lexi's scream brought Gio running. Grabbing a stack of napkins, he began swabbing her steaming crotch, leaving white shreds of tissue on her designer jeans. What a shame. I'm sorry, it was an accident. Gio grabbed more napkins to dab on the wet patch as Lexi raised her snarling face to mine. She did it on purpose, she hissed. My boss looked from his employee to his customer. Me, Delphine Jones. In my apron, scraped back frizzy hair, red raw knuckles, bitten nails. Her, Alexa Marshall. Shellacs curled to claws, white teeth bared, her tiny pale blue leather bag still on the counter. It was quilted with